Today we learn about the third chapter in Science and Technology Part 2. The name of chapter is Life Process in Living Organisms Part 2. We have studied various life processes in previous classes. We have known the meaning of life processes. Life processes is the process which are essential for our body to become alive. Means these life processes are very important for our body to become alive. The example of life processes are digestion, respiration, circulation, excretion, sensation, control and coordination. In our previous lesson, we have studied two important life processes, that is respiration and cell division. One life process occurs in living organism, it is reproduction. Reproduction does not help the organism to remain alive, but it helps to maintain the continuity of the species of that organisms. It means that reproduction does not occur in organism, the existence of that species will be destroyed. Hence, reproduction is most important life process to maintain the continuity of that organism. Now we learn about the meaning of reproduction. Reproduction means formation of new organism of same species by earlier existing organisms. In this process, new organism is formed from its parent organism, and this newly formed organism has the same species as that of its parent organism. Means, for example, amoeba reproduces new organism of amoeba. A monkey reproduces new organism of monkey. Human beings reproduces new organism of human beings. Reproduction is one of the various important characters of living organisms. It is also one of various reasons responsible for evolution of each species. In living organisms, reproduction occurs mainly by two methods. Those two methods are asexual and sexual reproduction. Now we learn about the first method of reproduction, that is the asexual reproduction. First, we understand the meaning of asexual reproduction. Process of formation of new organism by an organism of same species without involvement of gametes is called as asexual reproduction. Gamete is a reproductive cell which involves only in sexual reproduction. As this reproduction does not involve union of two different gametes, the new organism has exact genetic similarity with the reproducing organisms. This is uniparental reproduction. Means only one parent is required for asexual reproduction. It occurs by mitotic cell division. The advance of asexual reproduction is that it is a fast process. So, in this point, we have learned the meaning of reproduction, types of reproduction, that is sexual and asexual reproduction, and meaning of asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction occurs in unicellular organisms as well as in multicellular organisms. Asexual reproduction in unicellular organisms occurs by three methods. First is the binary fission, second is multiple fission, and third is budding. We study first the binary fission, the process in which the parent cell divides to form two similar daughter cells is binary fission. In the diagram, you can observe the binary fission in amoeba. In this process, parent cell divides into two daughter cells. In this diagram, you can observe The binary fission in amoeba. The nucleus of parent cell firstly divides into two parts. Then the cytoplasm also divides into two parts, and from the parent cell, single parent cell, two daughter cells are formed. Binary fission takes place either by mitosis or amitosis. When there are favorable conditions and abundant food supply, then the organisms undergo binary fission. Means when the organisms have a plenty of food, at that time organisms undergo binary fission process. The examples of binary fission in the organisms are the prokaryotes, protists, and eukaryotic cell organelles like mitochondria and chloroplast. These are the examples of binary fission. The example of simple binary fission is amoeba. Amoeba does not have any specific shape, and therefore the plane of division is not definite in amoeba. It can be in any direction. You can see the simple binary fission in the diagram. The second subtype of binary fission is transverse binary fission. The plane of division is transverse in paramecium. In the diagram, you can observe the binary fission in paramecium. Firstly, the micronucleus and macronucleus of parent paramecium divides into two parts. Then the cytoplasm is also divided by transversely, and from single parent paramecium, two daughter paramecium has been developed. This is called as the transverse binary fission in paramecium. The third subtype of binary fission is longitudinal binary fission. Longitudinal binary fission occurs in euglena. The plane of division is in longitudinal direction in the euglena. You can observe the binary fission in euglena in the diagram. The nucleus of parent euglena firstly divides into two daughter nuclei. Then the euglena divides longitudinally into two daughter euglena. In this way, from parent euglena, it divides into two daughter euglena. The second method of asexual reproduction in unicellular organisms is multiple fission. Multiple fission occurs in amoeba. You can observe this multiple fission in the diagram. During unfavorable conditions, when there is lack of food, multiple fission is shown by amoeba. Amoeba forms protective covering and becomes encysted. Inside the cyst, the amoeba undergoes repeated nuclear divisions, means the single nucleus of amoeba divides into many nuclei. This is followed by cytoplasmic divisions. Many amoeba are formed which remain dormant inside the cyst. When favorable conditions reappear, they come out by breaking the cyst. At the time of favorable conditions, the cyst covering of amoeba is broken and many amoeba comes out of that cyst and it lives as a single life. This is the multiple fission in amoeba. The third method of asexual reproduction in unicellular organisms is budding in yeast. Yeast is unicellular fungus that performs budding. The parent cell produces two daughter nuclei by mitotic division. This results in a small bulging bud on the surface of parent cell. You can observe this bud in the diagram. One daughter nucleus enters the bud, it then grows and upon becoming big, it separates from the parent cell, and this separated cell lives as their individual life, and a new yeast cell is formed from the parent cell. This is the budding in yeast cell.